In this short lesson, we'll cover one detail about outputs. They can be tangible or intangible, or maybe a little of both. I'm Ryan from CountBubble. We're here to teach you some basic data skills and maybe a little more so your nonprofit's data is more useful. Check out CountBubble if you're tired of juggling spreadsheets to track your nonprofit's impact. Find us at countbubble.com. Okay, remember, we've defined outputs as the things you do. You can also think of them as the services you provide. Here are a few examples of outputs we might track. We provided 1,000 meals. We completed 200 interview practice sessions. We offered 500 tutoring sessions. We provided 50 work outfits. And we helped with 25 resumes. Now, just to reinforce this idea about outputs, here's a few more examples. Gave 100 backpacks. Provided $10,000 for rental assistance. Collected 100 pounds of trash. Led 15 workshops, and provided 500 free haircuts. You'll notice that some of the outputs we track are very clearly stuff that the nonprofit provides. Meals, outfits, backpacks. These are things that a person could take home and use. They could touch them, interact with them, look at them, share them. And some of it is very clearly not stuff. Coaching sessions, tutoring sessions, workshops, haircuts. We can't take an interview practice session home and share it with our spouse or our kids. Intangible outputs are services we provide, but people won't walk away with physical items like food or a backpack. Now, some of them feel somewhere in between, or a little bit of both. Help with resumes or money for rental assistance, for example. Both of those could maybe fit into both categories if you think about them in a certain way. Help with resumes kind of feels like it could be tangible and intangible. The thing you do is share expertise and maybe a computer and maybe internet access. But the client walks away with a thing, a resume, so it is kind of both. So how do we label outputs that seem like both? The point here isn't to force you to choose a label about tangible and intangible. Those labels are nice to have in our heads, but they're not critical. You won't share those labels with anyone else, really. You won't give your donors a list of your outputs with each one labeled tangible or intangible. The point here is to show you your outputs can be either. Nonprofits can give a physical thing, and that's a thing you do. And they can give services, and that's a thing you do. As you build your list of outputs that you want to track, remember to include both. It all counts. It is all in service of your mission.